Aeon in the Odes of Solomon. The Odes of Solomon present a profound mystical vision that blends early Christian theology with Jewish wisdom traditions. Within this corpus, the term Aeon is a pivotal concept, interweaving the divine plan, the manifestation of God through his word, and the destiny of his people. It is not merely a temporal term, but encapsulates God's thought, his creative emanation, and the spiritual ages through which his redemptive plan unfolds. Joy and knowledge in the manifestation of God. Ode 7 begins with a joyful contrast. As is the course of anger over wickedness, so is the course of joy over the beloved, and brings in of its fruits unhindered. Ode 7:1. Here, joy is not an emotion alone, but a divine motion toward the beloved, an experience rooted in the knowledge of God. The ode affirms that joy and knowledge must come together, a recurring motif throughout the odes, signaling that knowledge of the Lord is not mere doctrine, but participation in divine delight. The manifestation of God through the Word. The central section of Ode 7 describes the manifestation of God in a comprehensible form. He became like me, that I might receive him. In form he was considered like me, that I might put him on. Like my nature he became, that I might understand him. Ode 7, 4-6. This is not about a metaphysical incarnation, but a divine emanation. God manifesting himself in such a way that his people might comprehend, receive, and put on his presence. The Lord's kindness has diminished his dreadfulness, revealing the transcendent through simplicity. The Father is revealed through the Word. The Father of knowledge is the Word of knowledge. He who created wisdom is wiser than his works. This aligns with 1 QS the 3 50 where from the God of knowledge comes all that is and will be. And Ode 28:20 affirms, for the thought of the Most High cannot be anticipated, and his heart is superior to all wisdom. The Aeons emanate from the Father. The climactic line in Ode 7 identifies God as, he it is who is incorrupt, the perfection of the ages and their Father. Charles Worth. He is imperishable, the Pleroma of the Aeons and their Father. The Aeons are not eternal in themselves. They have a source, the Father, from whom they emanate. Ode 16:9 reiterates, and the ages Aeons are by his word and by the thought of his heart. Thus, the Aeons are formed by divine thought and speech, and they serve as the unfolding of God's redemptive purpose across time. Not time measured by celestial motions, but time as spiritual motion. This echoes Hebrews 11:3. By faith understand that the ages were prepared by the word of God. New Heart English Bible. And Revelation 15 verse 3 calls God, thou King of the ages, ASV. The Aeons as believers and the spiritual generations. In Ode 12, the Aeons are personified as the generations who interpret and proclaim divine beauty. And the Most High has given him to his generations, Aeons, which are the interpreters of his beauty. Ode 12:4. These Aeons are the faithful, the confessors, preachers, and teachers who receive and transmit divine truth. They are not metaphysical entities, but spiritual embodiments, past generations of the elect who, though once silent, now spoke to one another. Ode 12:10 through the word. This idea aligns with the view that the Hebrew word translated into Aeon in the Septuagint refers to the hidden and infinite past and future. And 7:5 reflects, I have thought upon the days of long ago, on the years in the indefinite past. Philo interprets Aeon as the archetype of time, divine thought, always present. He says, in Aeon, nothing has passed away, nothing is future, but everything simply subsists. Philo, De Aeternitate Mundi. He refers to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob as measures of Aeon, embodiments of God's redemptive thought. Faith, joy, and righteousness each mark a new spiritual Aeon, a phase in God's unfolding plan. The new Aeon and restoration. Ode 22 declares, you have brought your age Aeons to corruption, that everything might be resolved and renewed, and the foundation of everything is your rock. Ode 22, 11-12. This suggests the Aeons, while holy, are also subject to transformation. They are not static, but participate in the divine cycle of renewal. Similarly, Ode 8:22 promises, you shall be found incorrupt in all the Aeons on account of the name of your Father. The fulfillment of the Aeons is not their continuation, but their resolution in incorruptibility, conformity to the nature of the One, who is the fullness of the Aeons and their Father. Conclusion. In the Odes of Solomon, the Aeon is not a mere span of time, but a spiritual reality, a manifestation of God's eternal thought. The Father, who is incorrupt and full, emanates the Aeons by his word. These Aeons include the faithful generations of Israel and the elect who speak, proclaim, and participate in the divine plan. They are the movement of divine life, progressing through faith, joy, righteousness, and endurance toward incorruption and renewal. The Odes thus invite us into the divine Aeon, God's active, joyful, and knowing purpose manifest in his people.